Hey guys, Level Cap here. Today we're going to discuss the Destiny endgame, what you do after you hit rank 20 and you stop gaining experience points that rank you up. Well, you can actually hit rank 30 in this game in theory by equipping enough of the right gear and upgrading it all the way. The way this is possible is rare gear after you hit rank 20 starts giving you stuff like points of light. Legendary gear generally gives you 18 points of light by default and can be upgraded to give you a lot more points of light. Exotic gear starts off giving you quite a bit of light, and again, upgrading that all the way will give you even more light. The more light you have, the higher rank you achieve. It requires 20 points of light to hit rank 21 and 30 points of light in total to hit rank 22. Now, what exactly is the point of hitting higher ranks considering that the campaign ends and you can pretty much beat the campaign at rank 18? Well, there's a lot of endgame missions, specifically raids and weekly heroic missions that can require you to be something like level 28 just to hit the minimum level requirement, and these reward you with extreme gear, exotics, really good guns that are not only going to help you out for more PvE missions, but they're really going to perform well in PvP as well. Not to mention, legendary and exotic gear makes your character look badass, and that really shows off a lot in PvP. If you see somebody that's got armor that's literally emitting flames or has molten magma bracers or really awesome looking banners or capes or something like that, it's definitely going to make you turn your head and go, wow, that guy's probably a pretty high rank. Now, because your rank is determined entirely by gear after you hit rank 20, it's really important to figure out how to get this gear. What's the most efficient way to go about doing this? Some people have chosen the farming route, which is basically going into open world or missions and just playing areas that have lots and lots of baddies clumped up in one area, killing them all, restarting certain areas. There are a lot of guides out there for good farming locations. One of the best ones that I've found so far is one of the first moon missions called the Dark Beyond. Play that, get to one of the temple gates there, let it open, and basically you're going to get rushed by a whole swarm of hive. Kill tons of them, do not kill too many of the yellows, make sure that the yellow knight stays alive, then let them all kill you, die, restart, kill them all again. You will get tons of drops here. Make sure you do this at a higher level. Obviously, level 20 or above is going to start netting you some of the better gear in the game. You can get legendary drops, tons of blue drops, and this is a great way to get tons of gear. One of the problems with this method is that it's entirely up to RNG, random number generation, and if you're not a fan of this method, and I gotta say my drops right after hitting level 20 were pretty bad. I didn't hit 25 until much later on, just basically because of my luck in the game, then farming might not be the way to go. Personally, I prefer a much more guaranteed route, which is ranking up your Crucible rank and your Vanguard rank, which will allow you to then purchase your own legendary gear. And the fastest way to rank up Crucible and Vanguard is to go to the bounty tracker, basically pick as many bounties as you think you can complete at once, go into Crucible or go do your Vanguard missions, complete those. Those are going to give you tons of faction points for basically ranking up Vanguard and Crucible. You'll also probably get marks in the process while doing these missions, and that's going to give you basically the currency that you need once you hit rank 2 to buy those legendaries. Personally, I ranked up Crucible much faster, although I think it makes a lot of sense to try and rank up both of them just based on the amount of currency that you can generate per week. If you rank up both Vanguard and Crucible to rank 2, you can get your legendary gear that much faster, and I highly recommend it if you have the time to do so. Now, once you hit rank 3 in either Vanguard or Crucible, you will not only be awarded a random legendary weapon, but you will also basically be able to purchase legendary weapons using your marks. Now, some people have been wondering, what's the point of hitting rank 4 beyond rank 3? You don't really get access to any new items. Well, every time you rank up Crucible or Vanguard beyond rank 3, you're basically going to get a package in the mail which can contain some random legendary items, perhaps an exotic item. And this is just another cool way of saying, hey, keep doing the Crucible, keep doing this stuff, you're still going to get rewards. Now, even before you start collecting legendary gear, you can get enough light with rare gear to hit around rank 24, and this will let you run some higher level missions. Say you are the mid-20s though, say you've got a bunch of your legendary gear, and you want to start pushing for those high 20s, maybe even get to 30 eventually. how do you do this? Well, you need a lot of items to rank up your legendary gear to maximize your light potential. These items are called Ascendant Material, and you can get them from running various high-level quests. Your daily heroic, if you switch the difficulty setting to level 24, you can gain some Ascendant Material. If you bump the difficulty setting even more, it'll give you 2 Ascendant Material, which are very crucial to ranking up legendary and exotic gear to get more light out of them. Completing a random event at least once per day with a gold ranking also has a chance of giving you an Ascendant Material. You can also just get them by chance for completing missions in general. Now, you're not going to hit rank 30 or at least some of the higher level 20s without having at least one piece of exotic armor. Now, there is a guaranteed way to get a piece of exotic armor. It's not just based on drops and getting lucky. Every week starting Friday and basically ending on Sunday morning, there is going to be a merchant that appears in the tower called Zur. And basically, if you go up to him, he's going to have exotic items available for purchase using strange coins. Now, strange coins are a currency. You'll get one for beating the game. There's a chest on Mars that has one of them, and you can basically earn them from completing the weekly heroic strikes or completing the weekly nightfall mission. They'll award you with strange coins and other cool things like that. And basically, you can then trade those into Zur and buy exotic items from him. You can buy exotic armor and even weapons. In addition to that, running the Nightfall mission has a very high chance of awarding you with an exotic item. The Nightfall mission is a level 28 strike. It's going to be very hard, and if your squad wipes, it pretty much returns you to orbit. I think that's a guarantee of the Nightfall mission. And so it is a really hard mission to run. You need some very high levels to do it and to complete it, but you will be rewarded handsomely. Now, of course, one of the ultimate PvE experiences you can do in Destiny is a raid, and the Vault of Glass just recently opened, and it was completed first by the Prime Guard clan, and it basically took them about 14 hours to do. Now, granted, they were learning the process the first time through and figuring out how to kill the boss and what the right routes and paths and timing and all that stuff. So the second time through, it's going to be a lot faster, and there's going to be guides, of course, for other people to do it, but it's going to be very hard. But again, the rewards for this mission are going to be extreme. So if you want to get really cool items, you can always partake in the raids, and the raid gear is going to be exclusive to raids, so you can't get this gear anywhere else. Now, in addition to the standard PvP, which I consider to be part of the endgame content, there's always ways to tweak your character with gear and make them more and more lethal to do better in PvP. There's going to be another PvP area opening up called the Iron Banner, and this is going to take all of your gear stats, and it's not going to standardize them for PvP like normal PvP does, just to kind of make it a little bit more competitive and more fair to lower ranks that don't have crazy good gear. Iron Banner is going to allow you to use all of your awesome stats and all of the awesome stuff that comes with your gear and basically take that into PvP and just dominate people, or maybe even get dominated by somebody who's got amazing gear. This is going to be a really interesting element to PvP. I'm really looking forward to it, and I think it's going to be a big part of the endgame experience. In addition to that, there's some new game modes coming out and even some new missions that people are kind of wondering about. There's an area in the game called the Reef, and there was only a brief introduction with some of the characters out there, but not too many missions revolving around that. That area is going to open back up, and we're going to get some more endgame content revolving around that. So there's a lot of cool endgame stuff to look forward to. I'm thoroughly enjoying this game so far. I really like the PvP a lot, and the fact that the PvP element rewards you with cool items and better gear and allows you to improve your character is just like a win-win for me. I hope you guys are enjoying the game too. Let me know in the comments what you think if you've actually been playing the game, what you think about the endgame content if you're there. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is Level Cap, signing off.